Hi everyone, we're going to go through a couple really useful resources that may be beneficial to you as you're registering for winter or spring classes. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and pull up Hen Planner. This is the first resource that we're going to be reviewing. And so my Hen Planner looks like this just because I've already selected a couple classes and created a couple schedules that I'm interested in. And so as you make possible schedules, I highly recommend that you make several with different classes at different times. That way, if classes get filled up before it's your time to register for classes, you have those backup options. I have 4 options here. You can have as many or as few as you would like. However, I recommend having a couple just to be prepared again if by the time you register for classes, there are classes that get filled. And so the way I labeled them is just 1 through 4 based on my preferences. And so when it comes time for your registration period, you can import it to Hen Reg by clicking this blue button at the bottom of the schedule. If you want to see the weekly view, you can do that as well. You can also view similar schedules with those same classes if you would like, and then of course you can remove the favorite as well. If you have no favorites, you can just click Launch Hen Planner, the green button at the top right of the screen. And so from there, you can exclude any times as needed based on your practice times or work times, things of that nature that you can't avoid or move around. And then after that, this is where you will actually include your courses. And so you need to include enough courses that the addition of all of those credits adds up to at least 12. And so after that, you will be taken to the screen where you can review those classes. So I am going to quickly type in just a couple classes that I may be interested in taking. And so you'll see how many sections are offered for each class that you're signing up for. And so let's see, let's add one more class. Okay. And so once you do this, you can click on next step. And then there are 10 schedules that I can possibly select from with the classes that I have chosen. And so I can just walk through all of those classes and basically see which schedule I like the most. And so that's just something you can continue doing. And then if there's a schedule that you like, you can favor that. There are personally no schedules here that I want to favorite. And then after that, you can click finish and view favorites, and you'll be taken back to the screen we were at earlier. And so one thing I did want to point out is when you're looking to pick certain classes, don't look simply at when the classes are being offered, also look at the professors. And so the reason I say this is because different professors teach their classes very differently. So you can take, let's say, BISC 207, and you can have a completely different experience with 2 different professors just based on their teaching styles and their personal interest in the field of biology, or that goes for any class that you're interested in taking. And so one external resource that may be helpful if you want to look into a professor is Rate My Professors. Now, I think it's important to note that these ratings are not always accurate. However, it may be useful to search a professor on here to get an idea of what other students are saying to expect in the class. And so after that, if you want to look to see what requirements you need to fulfill or have already fulfilled at UD, you can go onto UDSAS, select Degrees in Advisement, and then go to Degree Audit. And then on here, you can look to see what you've already satisfied. And so what I've already satisfied are things where the triangle is facing inwards on the right-hand side. Things that I still need to satisfy have the arrow pointing down and it'll say not satisfied. If I select What If Report on the left-hand column right below Degree Audit, I can manually enter classes that I'm interested in taking. And so you can insert all of the classes that you're interested in taking through the end of your college experience if you're interested in doing that. and see if those classes will satisfy all of your requirements. So it's a good way to keep yourself in check and make sure you're staying on top of all of your requirements, whether those are university requirements, college requirements, or degree requirements. And so another place I want to show you all is course search. So let me hit the backspace. And so this is what course search looks like. You can basically search for any courses that you may be interested in taking. And so let's search the spring. And let's say you're interested in taking a Spanish course over the spring, but you're not quite sure which one. I can just search Spanish without any number next to it, so I can see all of the Spanish courses that are being offered and look through them that way. Another option is to put in the specific class. So let's say I specifically want to take BISC 306 in the spring. I can search that and see which BISC 306 classes are being offered and when they're being offered. This is also a really good thing just because you can see if there are still open seats. So as someone who is not registering for classes on the first day, first time slot of registration, I can look to see if the classes that I'm interested in taking are filling up or have already filled up. That way I can line up other possibilities and kind of have that in the back of my head so that I know there is a chance I may not be able to take that class and that maybe I should be looking at other courses in Blue Hen Planner and other possibilities. It's also a good thing to look at because then I know if I should be adding myself to the wait list and I can ensure that I am at that top of that wait list when the time comes. And so deciding which classes that you may be interested in taking can be very difficult, especially if you're considering adding a major, changing a major, declaring a major or minor. And so meeting with an advisor can be very helpful. And so you do that through Blue Hen Success. And so this is the Blue Hen Success page. You can log in and then navigate to the Blue Hen Success website. You can click on this blue Get Assistance button here to get tutoring assistance. However, if you're interested in academic advising, scroll down and you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen something that says your success team. And so below that, it will have all of your advisors. And so I personally have an advisor for my bio major, my neuroscience major, and then my Spanish minor. And so if you have a specific question regarding a certain major, you can do that. Or you can message your professors if that's something that's relevant. And again, you can email them or you can make an appointment with them via Zoom if that's something that you're interested in doing. So I hope these resources helped you a little bit and make you feel a little more comfortable about navigating course registration coming up in the next term. I'll see y'all later.